Do you love freehold and are looking to buy a property in District 15 with unblocked sea views and ride the wave of the East Coast plan? This is my review of the highly anticipated luxury freehold development by UOL and Singapore Land called Mayor Blue. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I'm William from Own This Property. In this video, I'll be sharing with you my in-depth analysis and unique perspective on whether you should buy Mayor Blue, and by the end of the video, you have a clear understanding and strategy on how to proceed forward. If you like what you see, do reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll be happy to share more with you at the Mayor Blue show flat. Now, previews will start on the 21st of September this year. And if you find that Mayor Blue is not the development for you, not to worry, as I've compiled and researched a list of alternatives in the 2024 Ultimate Guide to New Launches. If you'd like a copy of the PDF, fill up the Google form in the link below and I'll be happy to share it with you. Now back to the video. In February 2023, the joint venture between UOL and Singapore Land Group successfully won the bid for Mayor Park after 2 failed en bloc attempts. Based on the purchase price, it works out to be about $1,600 per square feet PPR and an estimated break-even price of $2,722 per square feet. Directly to the left of Mayor Blue is the previous newest development, Mayor Mansion, which en bloc in May 2018. Mayor Mansion has already TOP this year, and back then it has sold at an average price of $2,699 per square feet. So first things first, what price do I think Mayor Blue will sell at? I think a very good reference would be another development by the exact same developers with very similar land cost and break-even price. Watten House was launched in November 2023 and has sold at an average price of $3,226 per square feet. Hence, considering a slightly higher break-even price of Mayor Blue, I think the average selling price will be around $3,250 per square feet. Where exactly is Mayor Blue? It belongs to the belt of properties along Mayor Road that is considered the most atas part of District 15. There are a total of 11 properties with sea views along this stretch, flanked by 2 MRT stations, Katong Park on the left and Tanjong Katong on the right. Mayor Blue is almost at the center, but it is closer to Katong Park MRT. Compared to all the other plots, the land size of Mayor Blue is on the smaller side, but it is not the smallest. It will also be the newest property there with many aging properties. By the time Mayor Blue TOPs around 2028, apart from Mayor Mansion, you have properties in the late teens and some are already more than 30 years old. So imagine our ease of exit next time. I think that Mayor Blue is a safe long-term purchase. Mayor Blue will have 226 units and up to 26 stories with 100% car park provisions. Buyers will get to enjoy unblocked views from all units. From this area drone view, north-facing units will get beautiful unblocked landed views, and south-facing units will get stunning sea views like this. And you might be wondering, what is that huge landed property to the left? Fun fact, this is a property that is still owned by the Lee family, who are descendants of Lee Kong Chian. Back in the 2010s, they put up 2 land plots for sale. However, only one was sold to Hong Leong, which was then developed into the Mayor Rise. That leaves this bungalow that is still there, which is 87 Mayor Road. For facilities, you will enjoy a 40-meter lap pool, an archipelago pool, function room, and sky gym. Sadly, as you can see from the site plan, there won't be a tennis court just like Mayor mentioned, even though the land plot is slightly larger. In terms of unit mix, units start from 2-bedroom premium all the way up to 5 bedrooms and 2 penthouses. Considering the area, I think that this is a unit mix that is spot on, with only about 33% of units being the smaller 2-bedroom and the majority of units are 3 and 4 bedrooms, as buyers in this area generally desire larger units. If you are looking for 1-bedroom units, only Mayor Mansion has such a configuration. With a good unit mix catered for living, I think that this bodes well for the resale performance in the long run. On to the downside protection factors, and Mayor Blue ultimately is a freehold development with good size and good attributes, so the downside case for this is very low. Unfortunately, it's not the very best, as there are no schools within 1 km. Notable schools like Kong Hwa are only within 1 to 2 km, but the same goes for the other Mayor Belt properties, so I don't think that Mayor Blue is inferior to them in this aspect. Based on my own measurement, Head Ghost falls outside 2 km slightly, but we'll have to wait for more confirmation from the developer on this, so please do your own due diligence. The good news is that Mayor Blue is within 500 meters to Carlton Park MRT. Connectivity will be great as it takes just 3 stops to Marina Bay for the red or circle line and 6 stops to Outram Park for the green or purple line. Next, let's move on to the upside case for Mayor Blue, and by now you would have heard the creation of a long island along Singapore's east coast. The scale of this transformation will be massive, with the size expected to be double that of Marina Bay and will include new reservoir, leisure spots, commercial and residential properties, and more. The caveat here is that this transformation will take decades, with technical studies starting this year expected to take around 5 years. Hence, the actualization of all these exciting developments will still be a very long time away. The good news is that the desirability of living in this area, which is already good now, will only get better in the decades to come, making Mayor Blue a very safe long-term purchase. With that, here's a summary of the pros and cons of all the qualitative factors that we talked about of Mayor Blue. Let's now move on to the interesting bit, quantitative analysis, where we'll deep dive into how rental performs, how profitable the area is, and what is the supply situation over there. As always, one of the most important checks that I do whenever I recommend a new launch is to check whether the resale properties there are profitable. If the resale properties are not even doing well, then what makes you think that buying a new launch, most expensive in the area, would actually buck the historical trend that has already been proven by hundreds of transactions? So what I'll be doing is analysing all the condos along the Mayor Belt and then look at their historical performance. Peach Garden has been excluded as it is just too small and is also very old. Based on the past 5 years, the average rental yield is 2.2% and the average annualized return is 3%. For discerning investors, this will immediately look to be on the low side, and this is largely due to Mayor properties being freehold, which due to the higher price will result in lower yields. In a shorter time horizon, the annualized gains of freehold properties will tend to lag that of 99-year properties. Buyers there buy for own stay, and that has resulted in fewer transactions over the years, and without transaction volume, prices tend to move up slower. The 7 unprofitable transactions were also very minor, averaging minus 0.9% annualized returns. Hence, buying a freehold property in the Mayor area is all about having a long holding period and strong holding power. Now, the big question, is Mayor Blue at $3,250 per square feet expensive? Since all the properties there are freehold, this makes the comparison much easier and fairer. What I've done is take the expected average PSF of Mayor Blue of $3,250 per square feet compared to the high PSF of each development. Since it represents the most recent transaction, it is highly unlikely a freehold owner will sell cheaper than the latest transaction's PSF. This gives us Mayor Blue's PSF premium to the older developments. Next, I took the difference in age between Mayor Blue when it TOPs in 2028 to the age of the other properties by then. This derives the age gap column. Lastly, to ascertain relative valuation, we want to know the premium per year, which you are paying for the newer Mayor Blue, which is derived by taking the premium divided by the number of years of age gap. So how do we interpret these numbers and what does it mean for you as a buyer? The higher the PSF premium per year, the cheaper the development is compared to Mayor Blue. And the lower the PSF premium per year, the more expensive the development is compared to Mayor Blue. Since we have found the average of $32 per square foot premium per year, anything above the line is cheap and anything below the line is expensive. Notice that the yellow trend line is sloping up, which intuitively makes sense. As the other developments gets older and older, the higher Mayor Blue's premium each year should be, which makes the Atria and the Sovereign exceptionally expensive in my opinion. And although Hawaii Tower is fair at $32 per square feet premium per year, being the oldest kid on the block, it does look expensive to me as well. The most notable standouts are Mayor Rise, Seafront, and Belvedere, which in my opinion, at least on a PSF basis, is cheap relative to Mayor Blue. Now, if you still do not follow, not to worry because I spent many hours just to come up with the data as well as the chart. If you are looking for an agent who has a good grasp of numbers and prices in the area, do reach out to me on WhatsApp if you are looking to buy or sell your property in District 15, especially in the Mayor area. Next, another important factor to look at that is correlated to profitability is supply of units in the area. An area that has oversupply generally performs badly, while an area with undersupply performs well. In this analysis, I found the total number of each unit type and the number of units on sale to derive the supply ratio. The lower the supply ratio, the better for you as a buyer. First up, for 2 bedrooms, being in an area targeted generally at own stay, developers such as Alto, Sovereign, and Hawaii Tower do not have such a layout. With a total of just 211 2-bedroom units across 9 resale developments, this is a very low number. Currently, there are only 10 units on sale, and this gives us a supply ratio of 4.74%, which is not too bad. I think that what Mayor Blue is trying to do here is make the quantum affordable, as you can get a brand new property that is 2-bedroom at a lower quantum than most of the other resale in the area, albeit at a smaller size. Next, the most common unit type in the Mayor area is 3 bedrooms, with a total of 1,277 units. There are currently 29 units on sale, which is more than 2 bedrooms, but accounting for the much larger number of 3 bedrooms in the area, we get a supply ratio of 2.27%, which is very, very low. The entry quantum of about $3.2 million at Mayor Blue is also very attractive in my opinion, as a 3-bedroom premium at Mayor Blue of 1,141 square feet is still cheaper than an 18-year-old Alto. Hence, I think that getting a 3-bedroom in Mayor Blue is the safest and surest bet. Lastly, let's look at the 4 bedrooms, and to my surprise, there are 23 units currently on sale. With 399 4-bedroom units in the Mayor area, this gives us a supply ratio of 5.76%. Although this looks like a higher supply ratio, I do think that Mayor Blue's entry quantum of $4.9 million is very attractive. At the 4-bedroom configuration, the common complaint of new launches being too small is no longer relevant. And at this lower quantum, I just think that it is still very safe, as you are only about $100,000 more expensive than the 14-year-old Mayor Rise. Putting all the info together, I think that the 3-bedroom at Mayor Blue stands out the most with its lower supply ratio and competitive quantum to much older resale developments. The 4-bedroom supply ratio is a little suspect to me. Having experience in the area, I often inquire on listings, and some units are just impossible to arrange a viewing, which also suggests to me that the supply ratio in reality might be lower than what I've calculated over here. Finally, let's look at the layouts of Mayor Blue, and I'll be comparing with the 2 newest resale developments in the area. We have Mayor Mansion, which is 4 years older, and Mayor Rise, which is 14 years older. Firstly, the smallest unit available is the 2-bedroom premium, which comes with 2 baths. Nothing much to complain about here, as it has a dumbbell layout and a kitchen area that is separate from the living and dining area. Mayor Mansion's 2-bedroom premium is slightly larger, and you can see that the space has gone into a larger dining and living area and balcony. Layout-wise, Mayor Blue wins, considering Mayor Mansion has an open concept kitchen along a single aisle, and this does not have the South Sea views as well. Mayor Blue also has the 2-bedroom plus study layout at 710 square feet, which Mayor Mansion does not have. So the next comparable that I pulled out is Mayor Rise, which is also larger at 872 square feet. The 2-bedroom plus study layout is pretty standard. You have an enclosable kitchen, and the study is near the entrance where you can use it for storage or maybe a helper's room. Mayor Rise is very interesting, as the larger size has essentially gone into giving you a private lift lobby, and the wavy balcony, which is very inefficient as you cannot install zip tracks. It also belongs to the era of properties where bay windows were common. There is even a bay window in the master bathroom. Hence, factoring in all the inefficient and wasted space, I think that resale buyers will also view Mayor Blue more favorably than Mayor Rise, allowing you an ease of exit in the future. Next to the most popular layout in the Mayor area, 3 bedrooms. Mayor Blue has the smallest 3-bedroom in the entire area at 990 square feet. It is in a dumbbell format which saves space, although the kitchen does not have a window, which won't allow you to walk ahead. However, the same goes for Mayor Mansion, At a much larger size of 1,109 square feet, you either get a layout that has the kitchen without a window or an open concept kitchen. All that extra space has gone into a larger living and dining area and a larger balcony as well. Another standout point at Meyer Blue is that all but the third bedroom gets unblocked south sea views. At Meyer Mansion, notice how the aircon ledge is in front of the common bedrooms, so you don't get to enjoy the views that the full height windows give you. At a very similar size to Meyer Mansion's 3-bedroom 2-bath, Meyer Blue has a 3-bedroom premium layout at 1,141 square feet. I think this is the best layout to get in Meyer Blue because it ticks all the boxes. You get a kitchen with a window which allows you to wok hay, a storeroom for storage or the helper, plus all the rooms do not have an aircon ledge in front of it to obstruct your views. The last layouts I'll cover at Meyer Blue are the 4 bedrooms. There are 2 types, the 4-bedroom premium and the 4-bedroom premium plus study. Both will come with a private lift. The smaller 4-bedroom without the study is 1,528 square feet and 1,518 square feet, with the former facing south sea views and the latter facing north landed views. The layout on the right will probably be the cheapest PSF layout, as all the rooms will be affected by the west sun, and the views will also be slightly obstructed by Meyer Mansion. So if you're looking for an affordable quantum 4-bedroom unit in the Meyer area, the 1,528 square feet layout at Meyer Blue is your best option. Next, the larger 4-bedroom premium plus study is 1,733 square feet. The additional 205 square feet gives you a few things. First, the living and dining area can be laid out horizontally to give you that nicer wide frontage layout. And as the name suggests, there's a study area for more storage and space. The kitchen is also massive with a kitchen island included. For larger families with kids, this Jack and Jill bathroom between bedroom 3 and bedroom 4 would also be a plus point. Now comparing Meyer Blue's 1,733 square feet layout, Meyer Mansion's 4-bedroom is also about the same size at 1,700 plus square feet. However, I do think that Meyer Blue's layout is much more efficient. First, notice how that there is a very large square balcony for the left layout and another balcony at the junior master bedroom. The right layout is slightly better, but there is also another balcony at the dining area. This might be pretty nice to live in because you get both sea views and landed views, but a lot of the space has gone into the balconies. For the same size at Meyer Blue, you get less wasted space going to the balconies, plus you get a nicer kitchen with a kitchen island included. To put everything together, who should be buying Meyer Blue? I think that this is a development that is suitable for 60% own stay and 40% investment. For own stay, what really stands out are the unblocked views, good unit mix, and most importantly, efficient layouts compared to the older resale condos. The entry quantum price is the key attraction, as let's say you need 3 or 4 bedrooms, you just can't find those attributes in the resale condos at a lower quantum. On the downside, there aren't any top primary schools within 1 km, and there is no tennis court. For investors, I think that the low supply ratio, particularly for the 3 bedrooms, make it a safe investment. Meyer properties will always be desirable, and by selecting the correct layout and entry quantum price, I can see how resale buyers will favor Meyer Blue over the other developments that are well over 20 years old in 10 years' time. The big caveat here is that your holding period must be very long. This is not a development if you are looking for a quick flip. For buyers who are looking for an investment property which gives you higher returns in a shorter amount of time, I think that there are better alternatives out there. So if you are keen to find out what those alternatives are, fill out the Google form in the link below and I'll be happy to share it with you. And with that, thank you for staying till the end. If you are a buyer who has different weights between own stay and investment, and you're looking to work with someone who is able to give you sound analysis and objective advice, do reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll be happy to share more with you. Meyer Blue is scheduled to preview starting from the 21st of September. Now, buying a property is not only about getting the right development, but also choosing the right unit within the development. So what I can't really do on YouTube is to do the stat analysis, layout analysis, choosing the right floor, choosing the right facing, because all this comes with different premium pricing that the developer would charge you. So if you're keen to find out how I actually choose the right unit for my buyers, do also reach out to me on WhatsApp and I'll be happy to share it with you. And with that, thank you once again. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our Own This Property channel, and I'll see you in the next video.